Greetings and welcome back to the channel, guys. The PTR, the public test realm, is live. The Void Gauntlet is here. We get to test it. I didn't have too much time to look into it, but I thought I'll do a quick skill showcase just so you guys can see what the skills look like, what they do, and just like how the Gauntlet feels in general. So this is what it looks like right now. Looks wild, interesting. Let's go over a couple of the skills here. I'm not gonna go into the passives too much, just so you know what the skills do. So the Void Blade is basically like the kind of main thing that we knew about. Summon a blade of void energy that converts your basic attacks to melee. Tap basic attack to perform a quick slash that deals 100% weapon damage. Or hold to perform a thrust attack that deals 150% weapon damage. Both attacks inflict disintegrate on successful hits, dealing 5% weapon damage per second and reducing damage absorption by 5% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times 15-second duration. So what that does is you basically summon a blade. The attack pattern of the blade is kind of similar to like a sword and board kind of deal. It has tracking, which is nice. You can use to track people. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what the janky light attacks look like. They're not great. I think they're probably gonna get reworked. As you can see, it's like kind of weird. It's really delayed when I move the hand, and then it like after a split second you see the projectile flying. It's weird. It is weird. The heavy attack does that. Oh yeah, by the way, there's another thing that the Void Gauntlet does. It's called Harvest Essence. It's when you hold block, and it converts your health into mana over time, and it scales with the weapon damage. So the way that looks like is you're doing this, and it drains your health, right? It drains your health, and you can charge up your mana pretty fast with that. I really like that. It's kind of risk reward. You can always use that when you're not like heavily pressured right now, or if you're planning to pop a potion anyway, and you think, yeah, maybe I still have like a little too much health for the potion. Just pop that for like a second, get some mana back, pop the potion, you're good. The Void Gauntlet has a lot of heal on it, not just active abilities, but also passive abilities. Heal on dodge roll, which is nice. Heal on damage and stuff like that. It's an interesting weapon, really interesting weapon. Let's look at the next skill. This one is, I like this one. I played against a player and I was using this one. This one really feels good. Unleash a void infused scream, dealing 100% weapon damage, staggering and inflicting root to the enemies 5 meters in front of you. Disables enemies' movement for 2 seconds. Really strong. Really strong. This one feels good to use. It's like kind of like a pretty snappy one. Does this. And it's a nice little like AoE cone in front of you. So it feels great. It does damage, it staggers, it stuns, they can't move. It's a really, really nice ability. And what I like about it is you can do things like, when you're moving up to a player and you do like this one, you dodge and then you hit him with this thing. Is really, really nice. I can't wait to do a couple more test fights and really see like what I can do with this thing. I like this. I like this a lot. I really do. So the next one we're going to be looking at is Oblivion. Summon a circular rift of void energy at your feet that deals 30% weapon damage per second to enemies and grants empower to self and friendlies, increasing damage by 20%, 5-meter radius, and 6-second duration. So what that looks like is basically this. Short cast time, and it leaves the circle on the ground. Really nice if you're, fighting in like a choke point, pulling people into a little cubby or something like that. You put that down. If they want to get you, they have to step in it. Sorry, you have to be in my fields. So I feel like the Void Gauntlet is kind of like a weapon that kind of forces you can force people to to fight you in your fields in your area, and they get punished for just entering. So they have the choice to either get punished by entering or just not attack you at all. So Yeah, that's that. Let's put the other ones on. This one here, this one, and what's the next one? This one here. So let's look at this one first. Orb of Decay. I like this a lot. I use this in PvP against a couple players. I like this a lot. So fire an unblockable orb that passes through enemies, dealing 100% weapon damage. Inflicts disintegrate, dealing 5% weapon damage per second and reducing damage absorption by 5% for 8 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times at max range. It transforms into a healing orb and returns healing friendlies for 20% weapon damage per second for 5 seconds. Healing scales exclusively with focus. So, the way this looks like is, let me see, where do I have this one? This one? Yeah, cool. So, I heard about this a couple weeks ago, and I kind of imagine it differently. But what it looks like is this. You shoot this thing, and yeah, it's supposed to come back. I think it got stuck in the I think it got stuck. We're gonna shoot it again. Let's see if it comes back this time. It kind of disappears. Usually it comes back. Maybe it has to hit someone, but yeah, basically it does damage. It does damage on the way to the target. When it comes back and hits you, it deals it heals you. But I mostly use it for damage. It's actually really nice, especially in combination with the scream that staggers, and then you can hit him with this thing. Super nice, super nice. Nice little combo that I found is, you stagger them, you hit them with the orb, you summon your blade, and then you go to town on them. Really, really good. So the next one we're going to be looking at is Baleful Tether. Fire projectile that tethers you to an enemy, weakening it and empowering you by 4%. Not sure if I can test this one here. Yeah, that one looks a little janky. We're gonna test this one on an enemy here in a second. And Essence Rupture, fire projectile that inflicts Essence Rupture for 10 seconds, healing anyone that hits the target for 20 seconds, 20% of the damage done. Wait, healing anyone that hits the target for 20% of the damage done. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, does not apply to damage over time. Of course not. Why would it? That looks like this. I gotta say, most of the projectile effects don't look very good. They're kind of like, like basically like this. They're kind of hard to see. Imagine, it's not broad daylight. Imagine you're fighting at night. There's like effects on the ground. You can barely see your own projectiles. So that's kind of like a thing that needs to be looked at. I think the animations definitely can be reworked here. Oh, someone's using the thing. Excuse my... Oh my god. By the way, this server is absolutely full, and it's very laggy, so that's why I'm kind of trying to stay away from other players right now. Let's see if we can find an enemy. There's one. So let's try the tether first. Didn't do much. Oh, there's the tether. There's the tether. Wow, that was just laggy, I guess. That was just laggy. Okay, that's what the tether looks like. This is what the other one looks like. I guess I heal myself now if I hit the target. Not a fan of these. Not really a fan of these, gotta be honest. Attacks are really clunky. That tether doesn't appear for like... Look at this, I'm tethered to the dead body now. That tether doesn't really appear for a long time. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, what's happening? Okay, I can't be here. Jesus. Oh, yeah, but by the way, that's what that Orb of Decay looks like. Orb of Decay is definitely the way to go. So yeah, that's the active skills. Unfortunately, I feel like this one here, Essence Rupture and Baleful Tether, they're kind of lackluster, to be honest. I hope they get kind of reworked a little bit. But I'll show you the one that I like the most. This is like I've already discovered my combo that I want to use. It's it's the blade, it's the where is it? The petrifying scream and the orb of decay. That's gonna be my skill combo for the most part. Man, you can't walk up these areas here. It doesn't work. Let me see if I can pull this guy. Wake up, dude. Wake up. They're unfortunately very weak. But yeah, you summon the blade. Go to town on him. You can basically play this like you would play a hatchet or, a sword and board. It has the tracking, which I love. A magic weapon with tracking. That's amazing. And it deals a good amount of damage. I really like that. Let me also show you the mana regen. Oh, it doesn't work with the blade up. The mana regen doesn't work with the blade up. Okay. Look at this. I just held it for a second and my mana shot up. It's crazy. You see that mana regen? I just hold block for a second and it instantly shoots up. I like this a lot. Really, really nice. I had like the Gauntlet has a lot of nice passives for certain playstyles. Like I said, there's a lot of like life stealing in there. There's a lot of crit passives in there, which I really like. Yeah, as you can see, it is very laggy right now. It's very laggy right now, so... Unfortunately, you gotta deal with that. Oh, Amazon, please fix the servers. Thank you. Highly appreciate it. It is very laggy. I really hope tomorrow there's going to be less people on this server, so I can actually move. This is just fucking... Anyway, I just wanted to show you the skills real quick. If you guys want, we can go over a couple passives that I think are kind of nice on the Void Gauntlet here. 10% damage while below 50% mana, really nice. Gain in power when casting abilities within 5 meters of an enemy, increasing the damage. So that's like 2 damage boosts. And, getting a damage boost while casting abilities close to people, that makes sense. Because, like, this one here is definitely a close range one. This here's a close range one. This here's a close range one. So that's a really nice passive. I really like those a lot. 10% critical chance while all abilities are on cooldown. It's not too shabby either. It's going to happen. All your abilities are going to be on cooldown at some point. 10% extra crit chance. We can't say no to that. Not really into the cooldown reduction too much, but here, on critical hit, gain health equal to 15% of damage done. That is a really strong one. Harvest Essence health drain is reduced by 50% while below 25% mana. So that's the block that just drains your energy and refills your mana. It's really good. At 10% cooldown, on crit hits. Like I said, I'm not big on the cooldown. We'll see which route I'm gonna go with the build for this. This one's also nice. 10% extra crit chance while above 50% health. Really nice bonuses. Like across the board. This one here, 10% damage on successful ranged heavy attacks against targets more than 8 meters away. You see, there's like a lot of damage buffs in there. Like this gauntlet could be super strong, super strong. Healing from ranged heavy attacks is increased by an additional 30%. Oh yeah, in case you don't know. Heavy attack deals 125% void damage and heals yourself for 20% of the damage done. Like I said, lots of life stealing in this gauntlet. Uh, I'm actually already falling in love with the weapon. I haven't tested it much yet. Didn't have the time for it. I'm definitely going to do more tests and more, but I already have like a lot of ideas in my head, so I'm very excited. And you know, you can check out the rest of the passes for yourself. When it comes to like the kind of like the ultimate abilities here. On successful ability hit, gain a stack of Void Essence. At 6 stacks, consume all stacks and gain a 3-meter aura that heals self and friendlies for 30% weapon damage and deals 30% weapon damage per second to enemies. So that is, the aura is not very wide. It's only 3 meters, but if you jump into a Zerg, that could be good. In this one, Glimpse of the Void, gain a stack of Void Essence per successful ability. At 4 or more stacks, your next successful ranged heavy attack will consistently reset all Void Gauntlet cooldowns and remove all stacks. That's great. Like if you can manage to do that, that's going to be super strong. Super, super strong. Anywho, that's all I have for you today, guys. Little showcase on a couple passes and the skills of the Void Gauntlet. Of course, I'm going to be back with more footage, PvP footage, PvE footage of me using the Void Gauntlet. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll be back with another video soon. Guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.